Hi guys, and welcome back to Leslie's pregnancy journey. Today we are on her second appointment and today's very exciting for her. It is the date when we test to see if she may be pregnant. Please respect the fact that she is doing this, letting us do it as a video, so if she doesn't get the results that she's really hoping for, we're going to keep continuing working with her and trying with her. So please respect that, and we'll just go from there. I'm just waiting at the moment for her to let me know she is ready, and I'll give her that call, and we will work out with her how she's going and what she's been up to. So let's cross to that, hey? Hi Leslie, welcome back to Miracle Babies Newborn Nursery. Well,
hey,
how are you? I'm
good.
I'm good as well. Have you been looking after yourself?
Yes.
Yes. I'll just turn the camera a little bit to see you a little bit better. Yes, so we're back today. It's Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Welcome back. It's very exciting. So I got your sample in nice and safe and sound this morning.
Good.
It was literally,
Good.
I was a little bit nervous because, well, we normally get a delivery at 7 a.m. in the morning, so, but I was a little bit nervous because I didn't have it this morning, but we could have just rescheduled anyway. So how have you actually been feeling? Any changes or?
Not yet.
Not yet?
Just excited.
It is very exciting.
Yeah.
It's very exciting. Okay, well, we'll probably just get straight into it because there's no use us being here if we don't get a good result. So you do understand that, you know, some women, like, they take up to, 3 months, even longer sometimes, to fall pregnant. But generally our odds are good within the first 3 months. So you understand that, this is the beginning of your journey. They've given me the wrong small gloves. We can deal with it anyway. It's okay, they still fit. So it's the beginning of your journey, and if it doesn't go 100% to plan, we'll keep working with you and we'll make it happen. Okay?
Good.
Just getting my gloves on, guys. So I've got your sample here. I will just show everyone on camera. This is the sample jar. We had to have it sent in one of those little esky things that had to be kept at a right temperature for the travel to Australia, which is where Miracle Babies Nursery is. So we've got a pregnancy test here, very exciting. It's just the eye care pregnancy test. We find them work really well here. So I'll just show everyone, this is a real pregnancy test. So I'm just going to get myself, I'm going to have a little drink. I'm just going to get myself.
Cup, doctor.
Thank you, yes. My kids gave it to me. So I'm just going to, protective and everything, put my little mask on. I don't want any spills in my face or anything. Just get my thing out of the way. So here we go here. I'll just open this up. It's best to leave it in the sterile container.
Yeah.
Pull my drink out of the way, I think. And where's our pregnancy test? So I'll just open this up now. Very exciting. Out we come. So like I said, it is a real pregnancy test, and you can see that there is no result in that at the moment. And I'll show, just to let you know too, I've still got the viewers watching today for quality and coaching, but also it's a student thing, so they know what they're doing. Okay, so that's all fine with you? Okay.
Yes.
So you can see there, guys, that it is completely blank. It is unused. So I'm just going to dip it in her sample now for about 10 seconds.
So guys, this is exciting.
It is very exciting. It's always the most exciting bit. So I'll just put the cap, I just put the cap back on there. I'm just going to put it in my sample container. Oops, just turn it over. I can take this off now. Put that lid back on. So that'll just take a few minutes to take effect, because one thing is that it would be very early in the pregnancy. If you are pregnant, at this stage it would be very early. So it takes time to, cook up there, so to speak. So what we talked over the phone briefly about your ovulation. You downloaded the ovulation app and you said that you began ovulating on the 30th of January. Was that correct?
Yes.
Yes, okay, so that's really good. And you were actively trying to fall pregnant within that time.
Yes, correct.
Oh, great, okay. So everyone, I'm just going to bring the camera over for a moment so you can see Leslie's excitement. Oh, I just zoomed in. That wasn't supposed to happen, but that's okay. So it's very exciting. So as that is sitting there curing, Leslie, you'll have to look back on this later because you can't see my wall, but I've got the stages of human development up here. So if Leslie is pregnant today, we're only like very small still. We're at a very small stage. So she won't have any great, well, actually, it'll be more like about this. So she won't know that. It'll be totally, small at this stage. But for you, it's very exciting. We will show you more about that. I will send you updates and we will just see how you go. I'm just going to put this camera down now. So I'll just have a look. So it's working at the moment. So just to show you that, we've just got the one line at the moment. Now that one line, that's just to say that our pregnancy test is working fine, and we now need to give it time to work its magic. So that is very exciting. So I'm glad to hear everything's been going very well.
Yes, it is.
Yes, so have you?
Can't wait.
No, have you been talking to family or anything about this, or are you keeping it like quiet at the moment?
Yeah, I'm keeping it really quiet. It's just between me and my husband.
Okay.
At the moment.
Probably the best thing to do, actually.
I don't want to get nobody overexcited.
No, I know. And it's probably be best, a lot of people don't let people know that they're pregnant, until they're around 12 weeks, just in case, you have a miscarriage. It's hard enough to have a miscarriage and then to have, your family all feeling sorry for you. So, but that's completely up to you when you want to, let everyone know if that is the case. So let me see. Oh, okay. I won't even have to tell you the results. Just have a look at that. We have got 2 lines there, guys. 2 lines. Can you believe that? 2 lines is a definite pregnant. And look how bright those 2 lines are, would you? So that is a definite pregnant. That would probably mean you fell pregnant before we even thought. So that is really exciting. I will keep that aside to you, for you, and I will send it to you. I know it's very important. You can always, do your own home pregnancy test now and keep it yourself, but there's nothing like your first pregnancy test, which I will definitely send to you. So I can get these gloves off now and we can have a bit of discussion. That is really exciting. I mean, the percentage of women that fall pregnant within that first stage is not that high. So you've done really well already. Okay, so you were discussing, last time we spoke at the end of our discussion that you were wondering if there's going to be like any changes.
Physical changes.
Yeah, physical changes. Yeah, have you, and you said you haven't really had anything that you know of at this stage that's, caused for concern or anything. No? Okay, well, that's very normal. So you're not abnormal, like I said. You may get a little bit of vaginal bleeding within the first few weeks, but it doesn't happen, very much. If it's just light spotting, don't stress about it. It can just be the pregnancy taking. I know with my second child, I had some light bleeding within the first few weeks. And although I freaked out, it was nothing to be concerned about. But if you do have some light vaginal bleeding, obviously monitor it. Monitoring if you're going to get any cramps, backaches, feeling, extra sick or something. Anything abnormal, that will put up the red flags for you, okay?
Okay. All right, I will. Sure will.
So the morning sickness, you were wondering about that. She's a little bit nervous about this, I think. Generally won't start until around 6 weeks. But there is, some ladies that experience morning sickness, from your stage that you're in now. So, no two pregnancies are the same. So we have to, remember that. You're not abnormal if these things happen to you. So that's okay. Let's have a look. So around this time at the moment, the embryo is growing, it's developing within the lining of the womb. So it's sort of settling itself, snuggling down in there for the next 9 months. Very exciting. So still take it easy. I mean, you, as you said, you've got some physical problems, so we have to take that into consideration. So don't go, getting on your local roller coaster or, anything like that. We want to keep you safe. So, I'm not telling you to sit in bed all day, but, if you can, it's, good to keep resting, especially in these early stages. So at 6 weeks, around 6 weeks, that's when you can first actually hear the heartbeat, which is so very exciting. I know it's a very special moment. And it would be about 10 millimetres long at that stage, and the brain would be growing rapidly. These little things are super smart. So they're already working their way around mum, so don't worry about that. And at 8 weeks, we can actually clap our hands and we can call the baby, well, what it is now, an embryo. We can call it a fetus. So that is some really exciting news and, something to look forward to. So I'll just do some calculations for you if you don't mind for a moment. Haven't been writing many notes, but I know a lot. I remember it. Okay, so I would say, like I said earlier, that you would have conceived probably around the 31st of January, around that time, give or take a few days. It's nothing, we don't have to be precise on it. And, as of today, the 14th of February 2018, you are 4 weeks pregnant.
Yeah.
So exciting. Look at that face. Would you help me just bring up? Look at that face. She is so excited. Look at that smile. You're not going to wipe that smile off your doll for a couple of weeks. Very exciting. Actually, for about 9 months, unless she gets a bit sick.
Oh, yeah.
So like I said, about 6 weeks, you should hear we would be able to hear the baby's heartbeat. So that's around the 28th of this month. But we're not going to get into that. We want to make sure that you're going to definitely hear it. So we're going to get you in for an ultrasound at 8 weeks.
Okay.
And you're going to be you're actually going to try to make it to me for that 8-week appointment. But if you can't, I'm going to schedule it in with an obstetrician closer to your home. So, but obviously it'd be really nice to see you, meet you, and see what we're up against. So I'm just going to work out a date. Yes, get your pen ready to write down a date. So 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so pretty smart, isn't it? So you will be 8 weeks around the 14th of March. So I'll just write that down, and you write it down too.
Yes, let me write it down.
So that's the next time I need to see you. If you have any problems in the during that time, I should be saying, I would suggest you take yourself to your local GP. They can do just as good as me, and they can monitor you, and should be like a bit of a shared care anyway between your GP and myself. Mine's a little bit more involved. So do you think you'll be available on the 14th of March to come in for that ultrasound?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll just write that down. 14th of March, guys. And 9 a.m. was fine again, correct?
Yeah.
You like that time of day. Okay. And some exciting thing, over the time, at that 8-week appointment, we're going to do the ultrasound. We are going to see your baby for the first time via ultrasound scanning. We are going to hear that baby's heartbeat, which is very, very exciting, hear how healthy it is. I won't be able to tell much details about, we were talking about any birth defects or anything at that stage. I won't be able to tell much detail. Sometimes there is some symptoms that I can go by and see if we have any problems, but normally you're pretty good. So we will work out at that time when we're going to get you back. Normally after that I see you again at 18 weeks, and that's when, if you and your husband decide, we can decide if we want to scan to see the actual sex of the baby. So that's really quite exciting, very exciting. But that's around 18 weeks. I have to check, because of issues and that, whether you may need an amniocentesis. And if I do need to do that, I may have to do it earlier, but we will see. We'll talk about that, but it probably would be 18 weeks after that. So that is really cool. But from my calculations, calculate that. Okay, so your due date, Miss Leslie, is the 24th of October this year, 2018. So it's a very special date. Now, please remember, that is not a promise that it will be born on the 24th of October. That is just a due date. So you could go early, you could go late. We don't know what is going to happen at that stage as yet. So are you pretty happy with all of that?
Perfect and happy.
Happy? Okay, when do you get to see your husband again?
I get to see him as soon as it comes back in town. He's actually traveling right now.
Oh, that's wonderful. Okay, so he'll be very, very excited to hear. You'll have to give him a call as soon as we finish this. I think that's about all we actually need for the moment, which is really, really exciting. Do you have any questions, I should be saying?
No, for right now we're good.
We're all good?
Yeah, I will be in contact with you and see how we go and how I feel and all the good stuff that goes with it.
Yes, by all means, if you have any questions at any time, you can email me. You've got those details. At that time, I will discuss more with you. I'll be able to send out your pregnancy test along with your mother-to-be pack, so that will be really exciting. But we'll do it at that time because we're just going to look after you for the next 4 weeks and make sure everything takes perfectly.
Thank you.
Okay, no problems. Congratulations again. I hope that you have a great night celebrating. Not too much, remember. And we will be in touch.
Okay.
Okay, thanks for your time, Leslie.
All right.
Bye-bye.